Hello, welcome to the Yhing Show. Today we have a most elegant bachelor, handsome, and a great transformational leader, Mr. Abudaya Agarwal from Nepal. Welcome, Mr. Abudaya Agarwal.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
It's our honor. So, Mr. Abudaya, would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. So, my name is Abhyuday Agarwal, and I am an undergrad student who graduated just recently from Siam University. And I'm a management student who has completed his studies in finance and investment. And I'm looking forward for whatever there's out there. I'll be returning back to my country from Thailand pretty soon. So, see you back there in Nepal.
That's great. Abudaya, what's the meaning of Abudaya? Can you explain to us?
Okay, sure. So, Abhyuday specifically relates to sunrise.
Sunrise.
So, it comes from the Indian Hindi literature, like Avyuday, like just sunrise.
Sunrise.
So, that's where my name comes from, and
That's
my
great.
surname just is from my family.
That's great. That's great. I'm asking you because I also want to lose weight. I have been trying to after delivering my sweet daughter, and it's a great transformation that I could see. From 120 kilos, you have now gained 80 kilos, right? 40 kilos within the span of around 9 months or 1 year. How did you lose that? I mean, how did you make a transformation?
Okay, so normally whenever someone asks me, I just let them know 2 words, that is calorie deficit. That's the whole game of this transformation. But then that would be just a very small part of the whole journey that I went through. So firstly, you'll need a lot of motivation and a lot of determination within yourself that I want to do that, I want to get that. And to know that specifically, a person must know what he's going through or she's going through. So for me specifically, it was not fitting into those clothes, not getting comfortable around friends, and not getting comfortable around especially strangers, just because I was too spread around. And it was just very, whenever I used to present myself, it was not in the most comfortable position. And secondly, 120 kgs is not a joke. Like being in such a position is very harmful for your health and for your future. So those things really alarmed me, and that was my motivation, that was my determination that pushed me into this. And you also need a great platform. My friends and the platform that I got here, the independence to do anything, the independence I had with my own food, my own work routine, my own workout routine, I was able to do that very well. So getting that platform, getting those opportunities, making time for yourself is very important. And the most important thing is consistency, staying consistent throughout. It would be very peculiar. You would find me going around eating whatever I want or missing a day at the gym. If you ask my roommates, I would go crazy during rest days that I was not able to go work out today. I might lose my gains or something, but it's important to rest as well. But having that consistency and having that discipline within yourself is a must if you want to achieve a goal like that.
Oh, that's great. So there are 3 key words that our Abudaya has left for us. That is consistency, as well as the dietary restrictions that you also have, as well as the main one is a body shaming or your health. Because sometimes right now I'm also facing is, after gaining so much weight, is your health which is deteriorating, and we have to really focus on the health. So now focusing on next question, I would like to ask, have you already achieved your passion once you are away from Nepal, or you have something else that you are thinking that I wished I could achieve that when I was away from my parents?
Thank you for the question. So I would somewhat relate it to my career aspirations and career goals and what I have been working towards, how I have been working towards my career. So right now I'm in a really tough spot. I haven't been able to certain what I'll be doing coming forward. So if you ask me, I'm all about exploring. For the past 3 years, I have been interning at various organizations that just work in complete different industries. I have had some few experience in a private equity firm. I had a few experience in a software development company. I also organized events with the TEDx group back there in Nepal. And here, while I was in Thailand, I interned with an education consulting firm, education service providing firm, if I have to be certain about. So I am just about exploring and finding what industry, what sort of work would suit me the best. Like I have got a certain area, a certain a place where I want to be, a certain industry that I do like. That is, I really love marketing, while I also love rumbling around with numbers maintaining books of accounts or just valuing companies, and also those sort of things also really intrigue me, and I look forward to find more opportunities that align with these passion of mine.
That's
when I go back to Nepal.
That's great. That's great. Also, we had an experience on the 22nd of June last week. We had the graduation ceremony, and it was very unprecedented. That the first time in my life that I've experienced that a valedictorian speaker was so emotional, and it was a nostalgic feeling. Were you really missing your parents, or were you missing us here that you would like to take us back in Nepal? What was the feeling all about? Was it a mixed feeling? Would you like to share to our audience?
Okay, so let me take you a day back from the graduation ceremony. It was the day when I was writing the speech, and firstly I wrote everything about what I wanted to speak about. I spoke about consistency and discipline there as well. And after the speech, it was the time to thank everyone. And the first people who I wanted to thank, because they're the reason I am here, and they provided me with the luxury to just go and explore. That is my parents. And I was just thinking, what would be the best way? How would I be able to thank them? Like, that is something that we children are very bad at, thanking our parents for whatever they provided us with. So I was thinking about how should I thank them? What should I say? And that just made me so emotional the other day as well. And when the day came, and I started reading out my script for like thanking her and looking at everyone, looking at all the parents that they were there, it just made me very emotional. And
That's right. That's why they say Guru Mata, Guru Pita, right? So it means that parents are the real heroes and your real God, and they are the one who are wishing you all the best in your life, right? Another one that I would like to ask is this your first time you're away from your parents for such a long period?
Yes, this is the first time I have been out of my home, in fact out of Nepal, for such a long tenure of time. So
10 years.
I
10
believe
months.
10 months. So about 10 and a half months exactly, if I have to put it into exact terms. So yeah, it is the longest period that I have been away from.
So how do you get in touch with your parents? Through video calls?
Yes, video call. Like my mom and me, we talk almost every day.
Every day.
In video call, and we just talk about what's happening out there, how's everything over here, what I made, what I've eaten for dinner, and what they have made. And I also sometimes talk with my sister as well, and she just keeps showing me pictures of all the delicacies that my mom cooked, and just scratch my that little wishes, or you can say my little cravings.
Cravings.
Yeah, that's what siblings do.
That's great. That's right. Making you more jealous.
Making me more jealous.
That's right. So now, coming up to you, because Thailand is, I know, it's a very hospitality country and it's welcoming. It's a land of smile. But was there any culture shock that you felt in the very beginning when you were here, in the very beginning starting point?
Okay, so one of the major things that I envisioned that I would be doing here in Thailand is, when I'm hungry, I would just go out, get a seat in one of the street shops and have a noodles just by the side of the street. that was never possible. Because every single local shop that you see around here in Thailand, they don't serve anything vegetarian. And I am a full vegetarian person who belongs from a Marwari family from Nepal. So that was one of the major shocking things for me. That was one of the major reasons I started cooking as well. But yeah, that was one of the major culture shocks. And secondly, were the people as well. Like, I've never seen people being so humble and respectful towards each other. So even those small things, like whenever I used to come out of the apartment, they used to hold the door, keep the door open for whoever is passing by. And whenever you cross the road, they just give a little, they bow down to the car that thank you for stopping, thank you for letting us go. And they're just really respectful and humble towards each other. Even when I go to buy vegetables, like after a certain point of time, the lady, they started knowing us so well that sometimes she used to give discount on her own, sometimes some extra
coriander
some extra vegetables on her own. So yeah, they're just really humble.
That's great. That's great. So it's truly a land of smile that you can say. Coming up, now there was a time that I heard during the graduation ceremony that you are the only graduate who had brought the groceries for around 8 or 9 months, and you're the only one who had finished it all.
Yes.
I mean, effectively. Would you like to give some tips? How did you manage to do that?
Okay, so firstly, Thailand or Bangkok specifically is a place where you can get food in a very convenient manner. Like, you're sitting right here, and it'll take me literally not even a minute to order food, and the delivery guy, he'll just bring it to your doorstep within the next few minutes. And everything will be done in a sec. Your payment will be done, it is automatically connected, and it's very convenient. So people around me, they took this convenience and put all of their, they utilized this convenience to the utmost brink, and they always used to order food from outside and whatnot. They used to cook, but that used to happen sometimes. Me specifically, I was very bad at ordering food from outside. I did not used to feel that the way they used to charge for the specifically for the vegetarian food, and and the times when I used to order it, most of the time it did not used to come good.
Not good.
So
the taste was not good.
It was not as good. So that brought me, or that really encouraged me to start cooking.
That's great.
Okay, that's a whole different journey. I started getting in love with cooking. I started trying out different recipes, and for the first few months, definitely I burned a lot of food, and the food did not taste as good as it should be, or as it was meant to be. But after a certain point of time, we just started getting in a flow, and I started cooking good as well. My friends started complimenting my food, and it just like kept encouraging me to cook more and more and more. And it's now just been a habit, become an habit to just cook for yourself, try different new recipes. And when you do that for like 7 to 8 months, you're going to be left with any groceries.
That's right. That's right. You have a cooking for surviving, right?
Yes.
Now, what's the best dish that you can say that Abudaya has really made the best out of 10 out of 10 that you would like to give?
Okay, so I would not say I make it the best, but then cooking soybean is very difficult, and it can get very like, it just becomes not tasty if you don't fry it, or if you don't really put a lot of seasoning or a lot of dressing on it. So I think I really cook good soybean chunks with very less oil. Very less oil, like just a tablespoon of oil. And I think I can make a really good stir fry. Like, I really got inspired with the way they make it in Thai cuisine. I believe it's pad kapaw. They make using braised pork or braised beef. So they just stir fry garlic, onion, and basil leaves and some spices, and then put the main ingredient, and then put all the sauces in. And I tried making those for a few times in the same way, and after a certain amount of time, it just started getting better and better.
That's great.
And yeah, that is one of the things that I think I really cook well, and I can serve it to anyone.
That's great. That's great. I wish I was served the pad kapao from your hand, Abudaya. Maybe next time then. Now coming over, I heard that you're leaving very soon to Nepal. Would you like to give some tips for the new students who are coming up, or maybe any international students who would like to join Thailand for their education?
So Thailand, I in particular am in love with this country, and you can't believe how difficult it was to press that pay now button while buying my airline ticket back to Nepal. But it is a part of life. I have to go back, and I might come back as well very soon.
Sure.
But whoever is coming and whenever you come, just enjoy it to your level best. It's a land of opportunity. It's a land of it's a place where you can really explore your independence, and you can do a lot of things. I myself have been getting myself into a lot of new activities. Like firstly, after being a bit active, I started going into or taking part in some of the not competitions, but then get together that I think Siam encouraged me. That was to be part of the International Yoga Day function. Go do yoga. I never did yoga, and after doing that for one day, I was like, it's so good. Like I should try it more and more. And some other activities, like I really want to now get into combat sport just for myself, just as a passion. And I did get some classes in Muay Thai, and I really love it, and I keep going every week. For a certain time, I did not go because in my first class itself, I twisted my ankle.
Oh my God.
And I was down for 4 weeks, but still the experience was so amazing that it just motivated me to keep taking more and more classes, and I think I will continue it when I go back to Nepal as well.
That's great.
And just make more friends. Like one of the things that I was not able to see during my classes, but I was able to find during my internship, was get into networking events, go around. It's a country where it's not only Thai people, but you'll find people from almost many different international areas. Like you'll find people from various countries where you can mingle with, and they are so humble, they're so open to connect with you, to talk with you, to know who you are, and just make more friends, connect with more people, connect with new hobbies, and enjoy your time here, because it is one of the best places. It makes all your problems which you face in your country, it eases those so that you can explore new opportunities, you can explore new things.
That's great. That's great. So the 3 words are, firstly is networking, second is independence, and thirdly is the freedom. And as well as Thailand is a welcoming country. So we wish you all the best, and we would really welcome you again back to Thailand. This is your second home. This is your second home. And definitely I would like to say that you were the best co-MC that really I enjoyed with during our conference, and it was very spontaneous and it was very prompt. So I would really miss you, Abudaya, and all the best for your great future. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.